between the sluices.
Hey Snapdragon, turn on the light.
Great. And on a side note real quick, the live stream is up, so if you had anybody that was trying to tune into that and you want to let them know that that's now working, they can go ahead and tune into that. So we got that going now. We will watch some videos throughout the event from our sponsors, and real quick, we just want to recognize and give thanks to the sponsors of our event, Leaders in Technology, Qualcomm, Captain of Innovation, Texas Instruments, also a Captain of Innovation, ARM, and Friends of the Future, Booz Allen Hamilton. If we could just please give all our sponsors a big round of applause. All right, so this is going to be a great day of competition. Before we get to our first matches, we have a few groups that we would like to recognize. So normally we would introduce these very important people, our judges, but you met them this past week during virtual judging. So let's give them a shout out and a round of applause as they may be watching this stream, just giving them thanks for all the hard work they've been doing. These individuals have the challenging job of singling out the best of the best from today's teams. They've already been busy this past weekend interviewing teams and reviewing engineering portfolios. We look forward to seeing the outcome of their hard work at the award ceremonies on Thursday afternoon. Let's give them a big round of applause again for all their dedication. Now, I would like to introduce the Field Technical Advisors, or FTAs, drivers and drive coaches. Everybody might want to take note of who I'm introducing. So, for our FTAs, we have Clark. Where are you at, Clark? He's back there. He's back there. That's Clark, one of your FTAs. Another FTA, Garrett. He's also right by Clark. And we have Sean as well. Where is he at? Sean, I think he's over there. Anyway, you have Sean over here. He'll be over on that side. Those are your FTAs for this evening and throughout this tournament. So our FTAs know the ins and outs of the robot control system we use to run this competition and are key to keeping this event moving smoothly. They ensure the robots are running properly on the field. So thank you to all the FTAs. And finally, I will introduce our head referees for the evening so you can identify them. They can answer your questions and stuff. We have Mr. Cherry Holmes. Where's he at? If you could please, there he is. Perfect. Mr. Cherry Holmes. We have Angela over there on the far side. We have Bill Scheidegger right here in front of me. And we also have Peggy over there on the far left. So they will be your head referees. Our refs have the challenging job of ensuring everyone is playing by the rules, as in all sports. Their rulings are final, and there will be no reruns or video replays. Please help us stick to the schedule by respecting their decisions and following the appropriate challenge process. Thanks to all the referees. And last but certainly not least, we'd like to thank our mentors and coaches who are critical to your learning experience and your team success. Many of you are also mentoring teams from one of our other FIRST programs, FIRST LEGO League and FIRST Robotics Competition, and may even be FIRST alumni yourselves. On behalf of all FIRST, a big thank you to all the mentors and coaches. You really are champions of the game. Give them a round of applause, please. Perfect. A few minutes ago, Andrew spoke about gracious professionalism. Just a reminder, we want to practice gracious professionalism all throughout this tournament, and we are going to have a great time. So here's the general schedule for the day. In just a few moments, we will begin our qualification matches. Following the qualifications, we will move on to the alliance selection, where the top-ranked teams will choose their alliance partner for the elimination matches. And finally, after we have crowned a champion on the playing field, we will begin our award ceremonies to close out this exciting event. Before we begin the matches, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Awesome. So teams and everyone here, are you ready for ultimate goal? Make some noise. This is going to be a great tournament. We already have the teams set up for our first matches on the divisions. Good luck to everyone today, to all of our competitors. And real quick, before I let you go, ladies and gentlemen, the other voice you'll be hearing today is our second game announcer. He will be over here on the Longhorn division to my right. Please welcome Chris Callis. And with that, we will keep you waiting no longer. We will get this underway. All right, over here in the Armadillo division, for qualification match number 1, we have the Red Alliance team, 17977 Omni Future, and their alliance partner team, 5911 Mean Green Machine. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 5670 Da Vinci Dragons Gold, and their alliance partner team, 17324 Green Machines. Got the Blue Alliance over here doing a little dance, getting ready for this match. They're excited. I hope all of you are too. Bear with us for a quick sec. Our FTA over here is taking a look at one of our teams, making sure they're all set for this match before we get the auto started. All right, we are all set over here in the Armadillo division for qualification match number 1. We are randomized. No rings on that starter stack. It is Zone A that you were looking for the wobble goal. And we are underway in the autonomous period. We have Mean Green Machine, quick to take off. They are right in front of that launch line, looking to precisely place their wobble goal in Zone A, and they do so successfully. While back over on the blue lines, we have 5670 Da Vinci Dragons Gold, trying to fire a few rings. They hit that mid goal. The mid goal's for the Red Alliance, so I'm not sure they were trying to do that, but that's all right. Little misfire from their alliance partner, Green Machines. But I think they'll be able to get over that launch line before time expires. 5 seconds left in the autonomous period. 5670 may be in contact with their wobble goal.
Driver,
if they are in contact with it, it will not count for points.
3, 2, 1.
Mean Green Machine able to get over the launch line before time expires, but we are now in the teleop period. We got 3 robots quick to take off. Omni Future working on getting going. They are diligently working on their phones, trying to get their teleop going. We'll check up on them in a bit, but their alliance partners doing some great work over there in the front of the field and taking rings. That's 5911. The Mean Green Machine. Back over on the blue lines, we have 17-3, 2 for Green Machines. They're sizing up that tower goal. There's 1 in there, 2 in there, and 3 in there for the Blue Alliance from Green Machines. And their alliance partners trying to help them out by doing the same, firing ring after ring into that high goal for the Blue Alliance. Back over in the Red Alliance, let's see what we got. Omni Future seems to have gotten going. They're still working through some issues, but they got their robot moving. Saw it moving over there to the front of the field, trying to intake rings over the Blue Alliance. Little misfire there. They hit that power shot. Don't think they were quite trying to do that. Continuing to fire ring after ring. These 2 robots on the Blue Alliance working very well together. That's Da Vinci Dragons Gold and the Green Machines. They are working great together. Great communication between those 2 drive teams. Back over in the Red Alliance, they've decided they're going to play a little defense over here. 59-11, the Mean Green Machine playing a little defense. But Da Vinci Dragons Gold and the Green Machines, they don't care. They're firing rings. Few misfire into that mid goal for the Red Alliance. So we're closing in on the in-game period. Almost getting to that 30-second mark. And we are now in game. And you can see the Mean Green Machine scrambling to get their wobble goal. They can't get that arm over the perimeter wall. They're trying to extend it. Will they get it into the drop zone? Yes, they will. That's 1 wobble goal in the drop zone for the Red Alliance. Mean Green Machine trying to get that second one. The Blue Alliance has a wobble goal in their grasp. That's 56-70. Da Vinci Dragons Gold. They get their wobble goal in the drop zone, but the Red Alliance has now 2 wobble goals in the drop zone inside of 6 seconds left in this first qualification match for the Armadillo division. Little misfire. Oh, 1 power shot down for the Red Alliance just at the buzzer, and that's the match over there. Great contest between those 2 sides. All right, over here for qualification match number 2, we have the Red Alliance. We have 13704 Light Horse Robotics and their alliance partner team 4545 Viper Bots Ouroboros. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have 18692 the Eisenhower Robotics team and their alliance partner team 4894 Westerner Robotics 2. We are all randomized. 4 rings on the starter stack. Might see a lot of points during auto. Looking for Zone C for that wobble goal. We got all 4 robots taking off. Viperbots Ouroboros quick to the front of the field. Side set on that Zone C, and they get their wobble goal in there as long as it stays in there. Back over on the Red Alliance, 4894 trying to fire into that high goal. And they're getting pushed to the front of the field by their alliance partner. But I don't think that affected them. 4894. Westerner Robotics might have gotten their wobble goal in Zone C. Their alliance partner backs off of it just in time and will maybe get over that launch line in time. Not quite. 3 robots parked over the launch line. 2 for the Red Alliance, 1 for the Blue Alliance at the end of auto.
3, 2, 1.
We are now underway in the driver control period. Viperbots Ouroboros a little hung up on a ring there. Seems to have jammed up their drive chassis. You can see they're working through it. They're a great team. We'll check on them in a sec. I'm sure they'll work through it. Their alliance partners working great, acting like 2 robots over there. 3 rings into that high goal for the Red Alliance. 13704 Light Horse Robotics. Great effort from them. Back over on the Red Alliance. Back over on the Blue Alliance, I mean. They are over on the Red Tower goal, playing some defense over there. As Viperbots Ouroboros hasn't quite been able to get going there. They're still stuck on that ring. It's jamming them up, getting them a little high-centered. 4894 Westerner Robotics. They're over here on the blue tower goal, kind of by themselves, trying to avoid the conflict. Sight set on that high zone as we're closing in on 1:10 remaining in this second match. Fiberbots Ouroboros coming to try to make trouble for Westerner Robotics. Back over on the red tower goal. We got the Eisenhower Robotics team. There for the Blue Alliance, though. They're probably aiming at that mid goal over there. And back over on the Red Alliance, the Light Horse Robotics. Man, is that shooter working great as they pile ring after ring into that high goal. 4894, they got a few rings in their intake. They're lining up right behind that launch line. Will they fire into that high goal? Little misfire, hard ricochet off at the top backboard as we're closing in on the in-game period. 4894 gets one into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. We are now in the in-game period. Inside of the final 30 seconds of this match, 13-7-0-4, Light Horse Robotics has the red wobble goal in their grasp. And they get it over the perimeter wall into the drop zone successfully. One wobble goal for the Red Alliance, 2 power shots for the Red Alliance, and 1 power shot down for the Blue Alliance. 18-6-92, trying to grab their wobble goal. They have it. 8 seconds remaining. Will they get it? Yes, they can. That's the Eisenhower Robotics team with a wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. A second wobble goal in the drop zone for the Red Alliance, and that's the match. An excellent contest between those two sides. Okay, over here, we're getting set for match 3 over on the Red Alliance. Let's see who we got. We got 85-65 Technic Box, and we're going to take a quick break. We got a final from qualification match number 1. It's a victory for the Red Alliance. That was from match 1, which is over on this field. Back over here. Real quick again, we're going to get another final from qualification. It looks like it's a rescore from qualification match 1. Makes that match real close, a real nail-biter between those two. 89 points will give the Red Alliance the victory in that one. In-game really deciding that match. All right, back over here. In case you forgot them real quick, we had on the Red Alliance team 85-65, the Technic Bots. And their alliance partner team 18097, Twin Turbo. Their opponents over on the alliance, we have team 14503, Robo Sapiens. And their alliance partner team 8886, Saber Robotics.
And it looks like 18140 is bringing their wobble goal inside the field, and this will complete the Blue Alliance and wobble goals from inside the field. And it looks like the Red Alliance and the Blue Alliance both have 2 shots down to their power shot, and the match is over.
All right, we are randomizing here for qualification match number 3. No rings in that starter stack. Robots are going to be looking for zone A, that first one that intersects with the launch line. All right. 2 robots quick to take off, 1 from either alliance. 8886 Saber Robotics placing their wobble goal precisely in zone A. Robo Sapiens now getting involved, kind of spinning over to that launch line. Maybe side set on that power shot. They hit it directly between 2 power shots, and again directly between 2 power shots. Really unfortunate for them, but that's okay. Back over on the Red Alliance, Twin Turbo firing a few shots of their own. Little misfire there. They're not quite able to get all those rings into that high zone, but that's okay because I think the Red Alliance is going to get 2 wobble goals in zone A
Driver,
successfully.
pick up your
Very well
controller.
done from Twin Turbos
3,
and from
2,
Technic Bots.
1.
Technic Bots able to get over that launch before the autonomous period ended. We are now in the teleop period. All 4 robots quick to take off. Twin Turbo intaking a ring very quickly. Their alliance partners trying to intake rings as well. Human players trying to get the rings out as quick as possible. But man, these robots are quick, and a hard collision over there between the red and blue sides. Look like Robo Sapiens and Twin Turbo colliding hard, and they collide again. A lot of defense here. Teams really having a hard time getting a shot off as there's a lot of defense being played over here between these sides. Twin Turbo firing from long range. And their alliance partner, Technic Bots, they fire a few into that high goal for the Red Alliance. Great effort from them. Back over on the blue side of the field, we have 8886 Saber Robotics. They've got their sight set on that high goal for the Blue Alliance. Lining up right behind the launch line. We'll see what they can do. They're set, but they're trying to dump out a ring. Might be jammed up on them. You can see they're dealing with some issues with their shooter there. Might be a little clogged up from some rings. They're trying to spit them out, but now they've got their sights set on the wobble goal. We'll check up on them in a bit. They're Robo Sapiens, their alliance partner. Might be playing some defense over here. They got a ring jammed up in their shooter. You can see it's just above their flywheel, causing them some real issues. They're banging against robots in the wall, trying to get it done. Seeing what they can do. Technic bots, though, they're unfazed. They're going to continue firing at that red tower goal, the high goal for the Red Alliance and their alliance partner, Twin Turbos. Man, do they have a quick intake. You can see them over here at the back of the field, intaking rings very quickly. And Technic bots over here for the Red Alliance, going to get that wobble goal into the drop zone. But over on the Blue Alliance, we got a Robo Sapiens and Saber Robotics, each with a wobble goal of their own. 2 wobble goals for the Blue Alliance. Technic bots going to try to get that second for the Red Alliance. Just as time expired, 15 seconds left in this autonomous period. And wow, Technic bots firing from long range, gets a power shot from the back of the field while dropping a wobble goal in the drop zone simultaneously. Look at that hard collision. We have robot parts, pieces of side panel all over the field, and that's the match. Red Alliance with all 3 power shots down just as time expires. Hard collisions in that match. You can see side panel on the field. We'll see who we got over here on this field, getting set for qualification match number 4. Real quick, we are going to get a final from qualification match number 2. 191 for the Red Alliance in a great performance. Nice high score over there from them. All right, real quick over here on the Red Alliance, we have 15-0-4-8 Anti-Malware and their last partner team 12-4-5-3 Phoenix Patriot Engineering. And over on the Blue Alliance, we have 13-1-0-8 Killer Queens and their alliance partner team 12-4-4-8 Mars Patriot Engineering. We are randomized. That starter stack is loaded up with 4 rings. Makes for a potentially high-scoring autonomous. You're looking for Zone C, that far one near the tower goal, for the wobble goal during auto. Underway in the autonomous period. We got maybe 3 robots taking off. 15-0-4-8 Anti-Malware firing from long range. They might have been aiming at that low goal, but they're unable to hit the mark. As you can see them intaking from that starter stack, but not quite able to get it back over on the Blue Alliance. We have 1 wobble goal successfully placed in Zone C. But the alliance partner 12-4-4-8 Mars not quite able to get their wobble goal in the correct zone.
Driver,
but they do get over that
pick up
launch
your
line.
controllers.
Little collision
3,
here between the alliances
2,
during auto.
1.
But they both tango and get on that launch line just as time expires. We're now in the driver control period. And you can see Mars firing at that high goal, but man, there's a hard collision there from 15-0-4-8 and Mars. Anti-Malware over there maybe playing a little defense for their alliance. Meanwhile, we have 12-4-5-3 Phoenix. Saw them fire a few at the tower goal. Now they've got their sights set on intaking rings. And we might have a robot that went dead. Oh, nope, they're good, they're good. They're taking off over here. That's Mars. They're trying to find some room to shoot. But Anti-Malware making life difficult for them. And the Killer Queens might have gone dead in this one. Can't see. They might be working through some issues on their phone. We'll check up on them in a bit. They might get it going. Minute 10 remaining in this match. And we have just a battle here between Mars and Anti-Malware. They are colliding hard as they both battle for position on that launch line. Killer Queens got going for a sec. I saw some movement from them, but I can see that their hub looks like it might be connecting now. Their hub's looking good. They might be able to get it going. But their alliance partner, no need to sweat because they're working just as quick as 2 robots. That's Phoenix. They're over there working hard. A lot of collisions over here on the blue tower goal between 15-0-4-8 Anti-Malware and Mars. They've been colliding all match. We're now in the in-game period. This is going to be a close contest between these 2 alliances. We can see 12-4-5, 12-4-5-8, 12-4-5-3 Phoenix. They get their wobble goal, and they get it into the drop zone for the Red Alliance. But the Blue Alliance, Mars responds with a wobble goal of their own into the drop zone. 9 seconds remaining in this match. Mars fires a shot for the Red Alliance into the mid goal. Don't think they were quiet trying to do that. But Phoenix gets a second wobble goal into the drop zone for the Red Alliance. And that's the match over there. All right, we're getting set over here for qualification match number 5 in the Armadillo division. Over in the Red Alliance, we have 9010 Robotic Rangers and their alliance partner team 13586 Adders. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have 8811 Robo Bison Amistad and their alliance partner team 13457 Breadbots. And we're going to get a final over here from qualification match number 3. It's a victory for the Red Alliance with a great score, 252. Really racking up some points there in qualification match number 3. Great effort over there. Great effort for the Blue Alliance, putting up a nice score, 165. All right, we are all randomized. That starter stack looking very good. Nice and full with 4 rings for this autonomous. Looking for zone C, that zone near the tower goal on this one for the wobble goal. All right, we are off and running here in the autonomous period for qualification match number 5. Over here on the Red Alliance, we got 9010 Robotic Rangers firing, and they're placing their wobble goal, but they place it in zone B. We're looking for zone C on this one, so that's not going to count for points for them during auto, but might be trying to protect it during the teleout. Back over in the Blue Alliance, we have 13, 4, 5, 7 Breadbots. They place their wobble goal, but not quite able to get it in zone C. All 3 power shots down for the Red Alliance
Driver,
as
pick up your
9010
controller.
Robotic Rangers
3,
able to get over that launch
2,
line before
1.
time expired. We are off and running in the teleop period now. Adders now going to get involved. Oh, and a hard collision over there between them and their alliance partner, jarring the wobble goal from their grasp. Little friendly fire over there. Back over on the Blue Alliance, we've got 8811 Robo Bison Amistad. They're set behind that launch line. Are they a little jammed up? They're set right behind the launch line. Nope, they got it going. One ring into the high goal, 2 rings into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. And their alliance partners in the front of the field trying to intake rings. That's the Breadbots over there. They're trying to find room, but there's not a lot of places to shoot from on that launch line, crowded by robots as Robotic Rangers continues to pile ring after ring into that high goal. They looked great during auto, and they haven't stopped now. They're looking fantastic over there on the red tower goal. Robo Bison looking for rings. Now they're going to try to take a position on the launch line. No, they're going to come to the back of the field to get their rings. They're in high demand over there. And the wobble goal is not making it easy, creating some traffic for everyone. 8811 Robo Bison, misfire on the high goal for the Blue Alliance. We're closing in on 45 seconds remaining in this 5th qualification match. 13-5, 13-5-8-6 Adders. I saw them fire a ring. That might have been all they had. They're going to go look for some more And I bet they'll find him in the front of the field. We got a mess of rings over there and a pile of wobble goals as we are now inside of the final 30 seconds of this match. Now in the in-game period. Over here, we got Robo Bison Amistad rushing over to the perimeter wall, and they get that wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. Back over in the Red Alliance, 90-10 firing at the power shots just as they did during auto. They got one down for the Red Alliance. As they're jarring that wobble goal to get it to stand up. Will they get it? 9 seconds left. Not a lot of time. They're trying to line up. 4 seconds left. Robo Bison trying to get those power shots. They get one down just as time expires. Racking up some in-game points for the Blue Alliance at the very last second. Great effort from those sides over there in that match. And we are going to get a final from qualification match 4. Victory for the Red Alliance. 114 will give them the victory over the Blue Alliance. Great effort on both sides over there. Great job for the Blue Alliance as well. And we're now getting set over here for qualification match number 6. Let's see. On the Red Alliance, we've got Team 12-9-77, Rust in Peace. And their alliance partner, Team 16-1-7-4, SJ23 Robotics. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have Team 15-0-77, Iron Patriots. And their alliance partner, Team 12-3-9-8, Bobcat Robotics. And you can see here up on the video screen, this will be our final match before we break for lunch. Matches will resume later in the Armadillo division. So we're going to break after this 6th qualification match, and we'll resume with match 7 when we come back. All right, randomize. And again, we are going to have 4 rings on the starter stack. This gives the potential for the most possible points that teams can score during the autonomous period. And we are off in the autonomous period. SJ23 Robotics maybe lining up behind that launch line. Their alliance partner sure is, and they're firing rings into that high goal. 12-9-77. Rust in Peace firing ring after ring into that high goal. Back over on the Blue Alliance. We just missed a wobble goal over here. I think it might be hanging out of that edge in Zone C. Zone C is the one we're looking for. The Red Alliance gets a wobble goal in Zone C. But the Blue Alliance is able to get one robot over the launch line just before time expires.
1.
We got some early action over here on the Red Alliance. They moved their robot a little before the autonomous period, getting a little excited. We're now off and running in the teleop period. 15-0-77 now going to look to get involved. That's the Iron Patriots. They might be trying to grab their wobble goal. Maybe getting ready for in-game a little early. Oh, no, they're sizing up for a ring. Haven't seen too many teams do it, but you can go all the way in front of the launch line up to the low goal and score points that way. You do not have to be behind the launch line to score rings in the low goal. Back over on the Red Alliance, 12-9-77. Might be disconnected. They're working through some issues over there. They were spinning. Don't think they were doing that in celebration. Think they're trying to get connected over there. And their alliance partner, Team 16-1-74. They're working really well. That's SJ23 Robotics. They were collecting some rings from the back of the field over here as we're closing in on a minute remaining in this match. Back over in the Blue Alliance, we have 12-3-98 Bobcat Robotics. They might be a little jammed up. Seems like they're trying to spit one of their rings out. Might have blocked up their intake. Oh, they get it going. They're intaking a ring, and they're right behind the launch line. They misfire one. It bounces right back at them. A second one and a third one. Not able to get any onto that. Not able to get any into that high goal. And over here on the Blue Alliance, we've got a wobble goal that's starting to get some rings on it. They can drop that wobble goal in the drop zone, and it'll be worth some big points for them. As we're closing in, 35 seconds remaining, closing into the in-game period. Back over on the Red Alliance. Looks like both teams were able to get it going over there. Originally, it looked like Rest in Peace was trying to get it going, but they've got it worked out, and they're working great. 16-174, firing a ring. And they're trying to intake rings, and over here we got one wobble goal in the drop zone, but the rings cause it to fall over. It's not able to sit straight up, but that's okay. It was still really cool to see them polish some rings on there. And 15-0-77 is going to get another wobble goal for the Blue Alliance, the Iron Patriots over there. Red Alliance was able to get one power shot down before time expired during in-game. An excellent effort over here from both sides. And we are going to get a final from qualification match number 5 victory for the Red Alliance. 117-64. An excellent effort from those sides from qualification match number 5. Just some clarification over here from that last match, match 6. Any rings put on during the teleop period will not count for points during the in-game period. So we saw over here on the Blue Alliance, they tried to get some rings onto that wobble goal and place it in the drop zone. They have to wait till in-game in order to get those rings to count for points in the drop zone once they score them. So those points are not going to count for points during in-game. As we break for lunch, we are now going to have some videos playing from our sponsors, so feel free to take a look at those. They'll be playing up here on the big screen.
Intelligence lights up our world through computing that empowers us, discovers form in the data chaos, illuminates the way forward, sparking ideas, expanding human horizons, changing our notion of what's possible. At Arm, we think about advancing intelligence everywhere. Brilliant people, brilliant partners. The power of specialized processing, sparking the world's potential. Touching over 70% of the world's population. Technology with unmatched performance to fuel the future. As the world's computing platform, Arm offers the stability and consistency that enables our partners to shine through the specialized processing they deliver. The biggest names at global scale to the next generation of startups. In every corner of the world, in every industry, wherever compute happens. Sensor to smartphone, virtual reality to virtually miraculous. Intelligent computing burning bright. In more than 180 billion Arm-based devices and over 1,000 partners. We're only getting started. Soon every piece of digital data will flow through an Arm-based device somewhere, securely, sustainably, efficiently, making the future brighter for everyone. Arm, sparking the world's potential.
Qualcomm for Good believes in the power of technology. Our STEM initiatives inspire the next generation of inventors who will someday answer questions that haven't yet been asked. The Qualcomm Think a Bit Lab inspires students to imagine future careers in STEM by designing an invention that solves real-world problems. Our ongoing collaborations with STEM organizations such as FIRST provides hands-on experience to students across the world. For decades, Qualcomm has enabled people, transformed industries, and enriched lives. Now we're building on that legacy, helping to tackle global challenges, inspire tomorrow's workforce, and make a difference for decades to come.
Hi, I'm Peter Belita, President of Education Technology at Texas Instruments. And on behalf of all TIers who are committed to math and science education, I want to wish you the very best of luck in this year's FIRST robotics competition. Of course, this year's competition experience is different from years past, but we are confident that you have the teamwork and problem-solving skills to complete the challenges, and most importantly, have a bit of fun along the way. At TI, we believe in possibilities. If students want to change the world, they can. And the ingredients are simple. It's you, the students, and education. We are proud to support FIRST and FIRST in Texas in their effort to enable students to experience the joy of hands-on STEM education through robotics. At TI, we make products that support your lifelong STEM learning, from your classrooms today to your exciting careers in the future, where you'll find a TI product to help you design the next smart car or the next helicopter to fly on another planet. Look, STEM skills are life skills. They're survival skills for you. And what you've learned as a member of your FIRST team will help you as you advance in college and in your careers. Now, the theme is infinite recharge. something we could all use right now. And we hope that you've enjoyed the season as a chance to recharge your love of building robots and putting those math and science skills to great use. Good luck, and as always, may the best robot win.
All right, we're getting set to resume play here for the Armadillo division. Prior to lunch, we had match 6, and there's the final from that one. Victory for the Blue Lions, 57-49. Again, that was from qualification match number 6, which took place just before lunch. All right, we got our teams over here on this field to my left, getting set for qualification match number 7. Let's see who we have on the Red Alliance. We got team 12-8-8-5, Golden Gears, and their alliance partner, team 71-72, Technical Difficulties. And their opponents over on the Blue Lions, we have team 18-0-71, Brainiac Maniacs, and their alliance partner, team 14-7-86, Next.
Mid goal on the side. 1193 aims for the high goal. Then they clean that high goal. Looks like 486 is for that high goal on the side of the field. And our target Indians now about to begin this. From Mission, Texas. And on the Blue Lions, we have team 15649, Donna North Robotics from Donna, Texas. Followed by
All right, we are all set over here, getting ready to resume play with qualification match number 7 here in the Armadillo division. We randomized. We got no rings in that starter stack. Looking for Zone A here during the auto. All right, quick to take off. We got 3 robots here, 1 for the Red Alliance, 2 for the Blue Alliance, and the Brainiac Maniacs ramming straight into that front perimeter wall and trying to load rings into that logo. Haven't seen too many teams doing that today. Meanwhile, back over here, 71-72, Technical Difficulties has 2 wobble goals, possibly in Zone A. We're going to see if those stems are inside of Zone A. The wobble goal has to be completely in the zone for it to count. Their alliance partner, I think, might have just gotten over that launch line in time.
Driver,
the Golden
pick up your
Gears.
controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Over there on the Blue Alliance, we had 1 wobble goal in the correct zone, and we are now underway in the teleop period, the driver control period. All 4 robots quick to take off. Technical Difficulties launching a ring. Little misfire there. Unable to zero in on that tower goal. They're back at it, shooting again, but they had a little contact between them and their alliance partner, the Golden Gears. But back over on the Blue Alliance, they've been diligently working. 18-0-7-4, the Brainiac Maniacs. They're loading up that low goal. You can see them there. They're right up against that perimeter wall. If you fire at the low goal, you do not have to be behind the launch line. You can be as close as you need to be. They're employing that strategy over there. You can see over there. Now they're going to play some defense as Technical Difficulties over here, intaking ring after ring. One ring finding its way into that high goal for the Red Alliance. On that tower goes, we're closing on a minute 15 remaining in this exciting 7th qualification match. You see 14-7-86. Next, they're in the front of the field over there trying to intake rings. They're a little piled up. They've got 1 stuck on them. Remember, robots may only carry 3 rings on board at a time, so them having 1 on there prevents them from intaking more than 2 rings at a time in order to stay within the rules and avoid getting a penalty. We'll see how they deal with that throughout the match. 50 seconds remaining in this match. Back over on the Red Alliance. Technical difficulties continuing to pile ring after ring into that high goal for the Red Alliance. Their alliance partner may be waiting for in-game. They're poised right behind that launch line. Wobble goal must be behind the launch line before in-game begins in order to count if it's dropped in the drop zone. You can see 18-0-7-1 continuing to pile ring after ring into that low goal, and their alliance partner next dealing with that ring stuck on them. And we have over here 12-8-8-5 Golden Gears trying to get that wobble goal, but they might be stuck. Did they disconnect? Can't tell. They're right by the parameter, but the Brainiac Maniacs don't care for the Blue Alliance because they're going to get that wobble goal into the drop zone. And their alliance partner next is going to do the same over there. 2 wobble goals for the Blue Alliance in the drop zone. 2 power shots down for the Red Alliance. That was 71-72. Technical difficulties. 2 power shots down for the Blue Alliance. And that's the match. Great action over there from qualification match number 7. All right, over here for qualification match number 8, we are all randomized. The Red Alliance, we have 15-2-0-5 Diamonds and their alliance partner team 56-28, the Tau Manifesto. And over the Blue Alliance, we have 54-70 Montwood Rambotics and their alliance partner team 16-6-1-7 Nazareth Robotics. Here we go, underway in the autonomous period. 2 robots taking off for the blue, 2 robots taking off for the red. 16-6-1-7 fired a few into that high goal, and their alliance partner 54-70 Montwood Rambotics looks to do the same. They get another one. They're making use of that starter stack. There was 1 ring in there from the start from the starter stack. We have 2 wobble goals finding their way to zone B for the Red Alliance. They look both fully into me. Referee says 1 only made it in. Not quite. Both of them counting there. Has to be completely in the zone for it to count.
1.
All right, 56-28, the Tau Manifesto. They're making great use of their intake, which is very fast as they collect rings. These robots are really fighting for those rings. They're in high demand. Human players trying to introduce them as quickly as they can. And we got these alliance partners from the blue side, one right in front of the other. As one shoots, the other is taking its place. Some great teamwork over there between Montwood Rambotics and Nazareth Robotics. They're communicating great, those 2 drive teams are. You can see 16-6-1-7 Nazareth Robotics piling ring after ring into that high goal. Minute 20 remaining in this 8th qualification match. And we can see the Tau Manifesto with 3 more rings in there. 1, 2, 3 for the Red Alliance in that high goal. 16-6-1-7 Nazareth Robotics continuing to line up behind the launch line and power ring after ring into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. Their alliance partner 54-70. They have their sights set on the high goal. 1, 2, 3 in there for the Blue Alliance. Those are from Montwood Rambotics. Back over on the red side of the field. Tau Manifesto desperately trying to find rings, but they're not there because they are all over here on the blue tower. You can see one rolling all the way to the back of the field. That was closing on 45 seconds remaining in this match. Really competitive bout between these teams. Tau Manifesto going all the way to the back of the field to collect rings because they're just not available. Those shoots from the human players are really random. They're rolling all the way back over here by the drop zone. And we are now in the last 30 seconds of this match, the in-game period. I can see over there we got the blue wobble goal. 16-6-1-7 Nazareth Robotics. They have the blue wobble goal in their grasp. Can they get it over the perimeter? It just finds its way over the perimeter into the drop zone successfully. 15-2-0-5 for the Red Alliance. The Diamonds, they're going to try to get over there. They're going as quick as they can. They're trying to race against the clock, and they will get it just as time expires. 1 wobble goal for the Red Alliance. 3 power shots down for the Blue Alliance. Wow. Excellent effort from there. Expecting a nice high score from those alliances. And I think we're going to get a final over here from qualification match number 7. It's a victory for the Red Alliance. 191 to the Blue Alliance is 150. A great effort from those 2 sides. Pretty close match over there, decided by just over 40 points. All right, we are getting set over here for qualification match number 9 on this field. We've got the Red Alliance made up of Team 13266, Droid Rage, and their alliance partner, Team 11503, Viperbots Hyperfang. And we have their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, Team 13072, Fellowship of the Robot, and their alliance partner, Team 10095, Revelation. If you can't tell which team is Fellowship of the Robot, just look for the man in the nice black hat over there. Very easy to identify.
Looks like by teams on the blue lines is shooting for that high goal. And it looks like they make a total of about 5 in there.
Teams trying to make sure their robots are precisely placed to make sure their autonomous period runs just as they need it to. Teams have to be pressed up against that back parameter wall, and they have to be touching their wobble goal at the beginning of the match. You can see we got Droid Rage over here making sure they got their robot where they need it.
They have one down, and it looks like 69 to 90, 62, 99 brings our wobble goal outside the field. We have 10 seconds remaining. The blue line says 2 down on that power shot. And last time, the blue line brings both the wobble goals outside the field. 2, 1, the match is over. Good job.
All right, we're going to get a final over here in the Armadillo division from qualification match number 8. Victory for the Blue Alliance with a new high score of the day. Very nice score from them, 313. It's going to be enough to get them the victory over the Red Alliance's 185. Great job over there, really racking up a lot of points in the autonomous and driver control periods. And just give us a few more minutes here. We're getting set still for qualification match 9. Teams making sure they got their robots where they need them. All right, we are all randomized over here for match number 9. Starter stack with 1 ring. Going to be looking for zone B on this one. That's center zone for the wobble goal. We are underway in the autonomous period. Fellowship of the Robot quick to take off, lining up right behind that launch line. Droid Rage taking off, getting a few into that high goal. And Fellowship of the Robot with 2 power shots. All 3 power shots down for the Blue Alliance. Great job from them. Little contact between them and their alliance partner. I think one of those wobble goals may find its way into Zone B before it's all said and done. Fellowship of the Robot not done, though. They intake from the starter stack, and they're going to get 1 ring into that high goal over there.
Drivers.
They park over that launch line, but they are, however, in contact with a wobble goal at the end of auto. Oh, and a hard collision over here on the Red Alliance. A little friendly fire between Hyperfang and Droid Rage as we are getting underway in this teleop period. Hyperfang may have accidentally ran their autonomous period. You could see their robot was placing their wobble goal in Zone B like it was reading the starter stack. Not quite what they were looking for, but that's all right. Back over on the Blue Alliance, we have 10-0-95. That's Revelation. They were lining up behind that launch line to fire some rings. Their alliance partner, Fellowship of the Robot, going to do the same. 1, 2. 2 rings finding their way to the high goal for the Blue Alliance from Fellowship of the Robot. Their alliance partner going to try to do the same. Revelation, can they do it? 1. One ring into that high goal for the Blue Alliance. Back over the Red Alliance. Short range piling ring after ring into that high goal. I saw two more fly in there for the Red Alliance. Hyperfang lining up, misfiring on all three of their shots though, just rimming out, nearly hitting that mid goal for the Blue Alliance. Droid Rage, quick as ever. Three more shots in there in the high goal for the Blue Alliance as we're closing in on 60 seconds remaining in this match. Back over on the Blue Alliance. Fellowship of the Robot being consistent as ever with their intake and with their shooter. Three more rings in there for them. And their alliance partner, Revelation, I saw them fire another ring into that high goal for the Blue Alliance. And Fellowship of the Robot lining up behind the launch line. 1, 2, 3 shots in there for the Blue Alliance. And a lot of contact in the middle of the field. We got a number panel that fell off of a robot. There's so much contact there as rings are trying to intake ring after ring into their robot to try to shoot them. That horn means we are now in the in-game period. Final 30 seconds. Revelation with a wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. Fellowship of the Robot got their side set on those power shots. They get one down for the Blue Alliance. Fiberbot Snakebite with a wobble goal into the drop zone for the Red Alliance. One power shot still down for the Blue Alliance. They weren't able to get another one. 10 seconds remaining. Droid Rage with three more shots into that high goal for the Red Alliance. And Fellowship of the Robot can't quite find those power shots. 3 seconds remaining. One more power shot down for the Blue Alliance. And that's the match. Great effort from those two sides. A lot of rings fired. A lot of points scored. All right, we are getting set over here on this field for qualification match 10. Over on the Red Alliance, we have team 13108 Killer Queens and their alliance partner team 13580 Tech Serpents. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 5911 Mean Green Machine and their alliance partner team 14503 Robo Sapiens. Underway in the autonomous period. No rings on that starter stack. One robot for the Blue Alliance. Quick to take off. That's Mean Green Machine. They place their wobble goal precisely in zone A. That's the one we're looking for. Back over the Red Alliance, we have 13108 Killer Queens. Their wobble goal. We'll see if when it settles, it's in zone A. Remember, it's got to be completely in order for it to count. And it looks like the two robots on the Red Alliance are going to be content to wait this one out on the launch line as they wait for auto to expire. Robo Sapien is doing a lot of work during auto. I see two power shots down for the Blue Alliance as they park over the launch line just before time expires.
3, 2, 1.
Underway in the driver control period. Robo Sapiens have not been able to get going yet since the driver control period start. Might be working through some issues over there, but their alliance partner, the Mean Green Machine, grabbing that wobble goal, make sure it's ready for in-game. Great strategy from them. Back over on the Red Alliance, we have 13108 Killer Queens lining up behind that launch line. Will they fire rings into that high goal? They misfire. One slips into the mid goal for the Blue Alliance and unable to find the mark on those last two rings. 13580, their alliance partner, Tech Serpents, searching for rings here in the back of the field right in front of me. And back over the Blue Alliance, Robo Sapiens has not been able to get going. Not sure if they're going to be able to get going before this match. We'll check on them in a bit, but their alliance partner, the Mean Green Machine, is working just as good as two robots. And man, are they looking good and swift as ever and taking rings like crazy. We got a mess of rings over there in the front of the field, just in front of those power shots. Red Alliance, we might have a disconnect over here as well from the Killer Queens. I see them down there looking at their phones. They're going to try to get it going. So right now we got a 1v1 between the Red and the Blue Alliances as we close in on 45 seconds remaining in this match. 13580 Tech Serpents. They're trying to navigate around their alliance partner and fire. And the Killer Queens gets going. I saw a couple of rings fly into the high goal. 13580 also firing rings into the high goal. Human players introducing rings, but they're rolling all the way to the back of the field. And the Mean Green Machine, they're looking to score during in-game their wobble goal, and they get it into the drop zone successfully. One wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. And Robo Serpien's never been able to get going, but that's okay. Their alliance partner's doing some great work. As you can see, 5911, the Mean Green Machine with the second wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance scrambling, trying to get their wobble goals, but they do not want to cooperate. Killer Queens desperately trying to grab that wobble goal out of the corner, but they can't quite get a grip on it. And their alliance partner having the same struggles, and that's the match. Wow, the Mean Green Machine competing in a 1v2 match and competing very valiantly. Great effort from them. All right. I think we're going to get set over here for qualification match 11. Looking over to the Red Alliance, we have team 18097 Twin Turbo and their alliance partner team 15077 Iron Patriots. Their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we got team 4545 Viperbots Ouroboros and their alliance partner team 9010 Robotic Rangers. All right, we're going to get a final from qualification match number 9. Victory for the Red Alliance, 211 to 185. Great effort on those sides. Great job on the Red Alliance picking up the win. Bear with us a few minutes. We're trying to get set here for qualification match 11. Look like there's a little bit of debris on the field from our previous match.
Looks like the guys that have been randomized on match. Teams will be placing their mobiles inside a zone C, and then in the starter stack there will be 4 rings. One of their power shots down, and the Red Alliance has one of their level goals down. It looks like 16215 is shooting for that high goal. They get you in that high goal. And it looks like we might have had a total of 4 parts.
Red Alliance, are we ready?
And it looks like a autonomous period is now over, and I tell you a period is now underway.
All right, we're getting randomized over here for qualification match number 11. There is 1 ring in the starter stack. That means we're looking for zone B on this one, the center zone for the wobble goal during the autonomous period. And we are underway in the autonomous period. Twin Turbo for the Red Alliance, quick to take off. 1 ring, 2 rings, 3, making it into the high goal for the Red Alliance. And 9010 over there, placing their wobble goal in zone A. And they're aiming at those power shots. They get 2 down for the Blue Alliance. And their alliance partner, Viperbots Ouroboros, trying to get involved a little late as well. I saw a ring from them flying to the high goal. Not sure if they quite made it over that launch line. I'll let the referee sort that one out. And that's all
pick
for
up
Otto.
your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Iron Patriots over here. Now going to get involved. That's 15-0-77 for the Blue Alliance. They're going to help out their alliance partner, Twin Turbos. And over there, Viperbots Ouroboros 45-45. They're placing their wobble goal carefully in zone C. Wobble goals placed in zones are protected during the teleop period from their alliance opponents, so it's a great strategy from them to do that. 90-10, the Robotic Rangers there for the Blue Alliance, but they find themselves over at the red tower goal, probably aiming at that mid goal over there, but they're rimming shots out, firing off that upper backboard. In a hard collision between Twin Turbos and Viperbots Ouroboros as they are fighting for position on that launch line. Viperbots Ouroboros just misfiring, firing off of that backboard, but they managed to get one into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. And look at these collisions we're seeing over here. Iron Patriots fighting themselves all in the middle of it, taking a beating over there. There's a lot of contact between these robots, but people did a great job on them. As we can see, they're very robust. No parts on the field yet. Viperbots Ouroboros with 2 more rings in there. Into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. They're closing in on 55 seconds remaining in this match. This 11th qualification match. Twin Turbos going to the mess of rings over there in the corner by the red tower goal. And they're zeroing in on that high goal. Can they get them? 1, 2, 3 rings in there in the high goal from Twin Turbos for the Red Alliance. Back over the Blue Alliance. We got 3 robots fighting hard. And the red wobble goals are moving all over the field, causing trouble for teams. And we are now in the in-game period, and a hard collision results into a panel falling off of the robot from Iron Patriots. They lose a panel, and it's got Twin Turbos a little tangled up. It's all stuck in their drive chassis, causes a trouble for them. 90-10 doesn't care because they get their wobble goal into the drop zone. Robotic Rangers, 2 wobble goals into the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. And 90-10 ramming hard into Twin Turbos, who never was able to get that panel out of their drive chassis. It jammed them up for the remainder of the match. Hard collisions there in that contest. Great effort from both sides over there. All right, we're getting set over here for qualification match 12. On the Red Alliance, we got Team 4849, Westerner Robotics 2, and their alliance partner, Team 8886, Saber Robotics. Their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have Team 17977, Omni Future, and their alliance partner, Team 12453, Phoenix from Patriot Engineering. Underway, autonomous period. The randomization has the 1 ring in the starter stack. That means robots are looking for Zone B on this one. And I see Omni Future over there. They placed their wobble goal, but it looks like it's in Zone A, not quite the zone we're looking for. And Saber Robotics and their alliance partner, 4894, Western Robotics, hard collision there, causing Saber to misfire outside of the field. 8886, Saber Robotics placing their wobble goal in Zone B successfully. Their alliance partner collided with them,
Driver,
causing them to
pick
not
up your
place their
controller.
wobble goal correctly.
3, 2, 1.
Phoenix from Patriot Engineering able to get over that launch line just as time expired, and we're now underway in the driver control period. Omni Future over there in the front of the field trying to get that ring off of their claw, trying to get it into the logo, but they're having some trouble. It's a little tangled up. Check it on them in a bit. 8886 Saber Robotics, 1, 2, 3 rings into that high goal for the Red Alliance. And their alliance partner is right behind them, waiting to take their place. They're looking to fire some rings as well. Back over on the Blue Alliance, we have 12, 4, 5, 7. 12, 4, 5, 3, excuse me. Phoenix. Little jammed up there. You can see them working with that ring. They're trying to lodge it free, but it's giving them a lot of trouble, not allowing them to shoot. But they're going to work through it because they're a great team. We'll check up on them later. Back over on the Red Alliance side, we got 8886 Saber Robotics. Hard collision between them and the Red Alliance robot. Westerner Robotics, they're in the back of the field over here intaking rings because there's not a lot available there in the front of the field. There was a lot of traffic over there a second ago. Westerner Robotics choosing to stay out of it. Saber with another couple of rings finding their way into the high goal for the Red Alliance as we're closing in on 50 seconds remaining in this match. Omni Future, they're trying to pick up a ring with their claw, probably trying to navigate it over there to the low goal for the Blue Alliance on the Blue Alliance tower goal. They're having a lot of trouble, though. Saber and Westerner Robotics over in the Red Alliance making life difficult for them. 8886 Saber Robotics, 1, 2, 3 rings into the high goal for the Red Alliance. Back over on the Blue Alliance. We got 12, 4, 5, 3. Phoenix hasn't been able to get those rings unjammed. 8886 Saber with 1 wobble goal in the drop zone. Phoenix able to get a wobble goal in the drop zone as well for the Blue Alliance. Saber with a second wobble goal into the drop zone over the perimeter wall. And Phoenix reaching their arm over the perimeter wall with the second wobble goal into the drop zone successfully. 6 seconds remaining. Two power shots down for the Red Alliance. 1 power shot down for the Blue Alliance, and that's the match. A great contest between those two sides. And we're going to get a final over here from qualification match number 10. It is a victory for the Blue Alliance. 133 to 106. Really close contest. Less than 30 points deciding that one. Great job to both sides. Great job for the Blue Alliance picking up the victory there. Looks like we're going to get another final here from qualification match 11. Victory for the Blue Alliance and a great performance. 150 points. Awesome job from them. They pick up the victory over the Red Alliance's 52. Okay, we're getting set over here for qualification match number 13. Over on the Red Alliance, we have team 12-4-4-8 Mars from Patriot Engineering and their alliance partner team 7172 Technical Difficulties. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 13-4-57 the Breadbots and their alliance partner team 16617 Nazareth Robotics.
Shoots for that high goal. Looks like they're scoring more than that high goal. One 1-5-2-4 also scoring that high goal. They set down the goal. Our Thomas period is now over and teleop period is now underway.
We have a final over here from qualification match 9. Victory for the Red Alliance, 211 to 197.
Looks like the Red Alliance is starting to work on that power shot. The Red Alliance has all 3 down for that power shot. And it looks like the Blue Alliance has 1 down. Will the Blue Alliance take that power shot? And it looks like the Blue Alliance has both their wobble goals outside that field. And it looks like that match is over. Good job, guys.
We are randomized here for this match. That starter stack is loaded up. 4 rings. Looking for zone C on this one.
And it looks like the Red Alliance
And we are underway in the autonomous period for this match. Technical difficulties. 2 rings find their way into the high goal. 1 ricocheted and might have hit that power shot, I think. Great effort from them. Just like they drew it up back over on the blue lines. We have 13, 4, 5, 7 Breadbots. Their wobble goal finds its way over to Zone C successfully, and their alliance partner is going to get that wobble goal in the zone successfully as well.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
We are now underway in the teleop period of this match. 16-6-1-7. Nazareth Robotics. They're over in the front of the field trying to intake rings. Now they're getting set behind the launch line. One ring finding its way over to the high goal for the Blue Alliance. Back over the Red Alliance. Technical difficulties in the front of the field. Misfiring there into the side netting of the field. Weren't quite trying to do that, but that's okay because they're quick and they already have more rings in their intake. And over here in the back of the field, we got 12-4-4-8 Mars for the Red Alliance, trying to help out their alliance partner by intaking rings over here in the back of the field. Little friendly fire there from them and technical difficulties, but that's okay. Back over on the Blue Alliance side of the field, we got the Breadbots. They're intaking rings. They're going to probably try to find their way over to the launch line. Try to help out their alliance partner by piling some rings into that tower goal. 16-6-1-7 takes out that starter stack. And now they're set right behind the launch line. That's Nazareth Robotics. They misfire there, but that's okay. They're quick. They're going to intake some more rings and start firing again in a few minutes. We have 45 seconds remaining in this match. Technical difficulties has been staying very consistent. 2 more rings in there into the high goal for the Red Alliance. And their alliance partner, Mars, over in the front of the field, got their eyes set on in-game, which is now underway. We got Mars over here lifting their arm with the wobble goal, trying to get over the parameter wall, and they do so successfully. 1 wobble goal in the drop zone for the Red Alliance. Back over the Blue Alliance, Breadbots making their way over to the parameter wall, and they get their wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance successfully. 5 seconds remaining in this match. And Nazareth Robotics able to get their wobble goal in the drop zone with a ring on it at the last second. All right, we are underway here in match 14 on this field. Now let's see who we got over here in the front of the field. That looks like Tau Manifesto placing their wobble goal in Zone B. Hard collision between them and their alliance partner, 13-7-0-4. Little miscommunication there, but that's okay. Back over in the Red Alliance, the Brainiac Maniacs, they're over that launch line before time expires.
Drivers,
That's all for the autonomous.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Underway in the teleop period, I see Droid Rage intaking a ring very quickly. Wow, is that intake fast over there on the Red Alliance. They're set behind the launch line. 2 rings find their way into the high goal for the Red Alliance from Droid Rage. The Brainiac Maniacs eyes set on in-game, moving that wobble goal over the launch line to make sure it counts. Back over on the Blue Alliance, we have Tau Manifesto in the front of the field, trying to intake some rings to help out their alliance partner. Light Horse Robotics is right behind the launch line. They're still trying to intake rings. They're a little jammed up. They're spitting that one back out. Back over the Red Alliance, Droid Rage firing a few more rings into the high goal for the Red Alliance. Man, are they quick. The Brainiac Maniacs might have disconnected. They're working through some issues as we have a minute 20 remaining in this match. Light Horse Robotics, their intake might still be a little jammed up. They're still trying to work through issues, raising their lift to try to get the ring unjammed. They're going to work through it. Meanwhile, their alliance partner is so good. The Tau Manifesto, they're right behind that launch line. They're firing 1, 2, 3 rings into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. 56, 5 seconds remaining in this match. Back over in the Red Alliance, the Brainiac Maniacs gone dead. Don't know if they're going to be able to get going, but their alliance partner is quick as ever. Droid Rage, they're in the front of the field, and they're set behind that launch line. They misfire, though, just into that side panel of the tower goal, not able to hit their mark. Back over on the Blue Alliance, these 2 robots have been working hard. The Tau Manifesto over here, they're caught up on a ring. And we are now in the in-game period, 13-7-0-4. They've got their claw extended. They're going to try to grab that wobble goal. But Droid Rage over here for the Red Alliance places a wobble goal successfully in the drop zone outside of the perimeter wall. And back over here, 13-7-0-4. They get their wobble goal. Light Horse Robotics into the drop zone. Droid Rage able to get a second wobble goal for the Red Alliance into the drop zone successfully and pile a few more rings into the high goal. 2 power shots down for the Blue Alliance. And that's the match. And we have a final over here from qualification match 11. Victory for the Blue Alliance, 150-52. Great contest between those two sides. Big win for the Blue Alliance. And we're going to get another final here. This one coming from qualification match number 12. This one's going to be a victory for the Red Alliance. 147 points. Great effort from those sides. And one more final score. This one from qualification 13, a really good score from the Red Alliance, 269 to the Blue Alliance's 130. Excellent job in the driver control and autonomous spirit over there from the Red Alliance in that match. All right, we're getting set over here for qualification match number 15. We've got the Red Alliance made up of team 11503 Viperbots Hyperfang and their alliance partner team 12885 Golden Gears. Their opponents over the Blue Alliance, we have team 8565 Technic Bots and their alliance partner team 8811 Robo Bison Amistad. We're going to get another final here from qualification match 14. Victory for the Red Alliance in that one. We're all randomized here for qualification match 15. 1 ring in the starter stack. That means you're looking for zone B for the wobble goal. Underway, Viperbots Hyperfang quick to take off and get their wobble goal successfully into zone B. Back over here on the Blue Alliance, we got Technic Bots. I saw them fire a ring into that high goal. They placed their wobble goal in zone A. Not quite the one we're looking for, but they will be protected during the teleop period if they leave it there. Safe from the opponents. And over here on the Red Alliance, we got some late action here from the Golden Gears. They fire a couple of rings, and I think they managed to get over that launch line.
Pick up your controller.
Robo Bison
3,
also
2,
getting over.
1.
Underway in the driver control period. 8565 Technic Bots picking up their wobble goal, making sure they're all set for in-game. While their alliance partner, Robo Bison Amistad over there, they're in the front of the field trying to intake rings. Back over in the red tower, we got Viperbots Hyperfang firing a few rings into the high goal over there for the Red Alliance. Their alliance partner, Golden Gears, they now have the wobble goal in their grasp, making sure they're ready for in-game as well. Excellent strategy from them looking ahead. Technic Bots over here in the back of the field right in front of me, intaking rings quick as ever. They got 3 in their robot. They misfire on 1, misfire on the second, but they get that third to fall into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. Minute 12 remaining in this match. Match 15 here, a real exciting one. Viperbots Hyperfang over there in that slick orange robot with 3 shots into the high goal for the Red Alliance. Their alliance partner looking like they might be dead. Not sure. They're going to try to get it going, but they're stuck over there as that wobble goal falls out of their grasp. Their alliance partner going to try to push them out of the way. 8811. Robo Bison Amistad. They're moving to the front of the field to intake some more rings as we're closing in on the in-game period, getting real close. Technic Bots over there going to fire a few more. They're right behind the launch line. 1, 2, finding their way into the high goal. We are now in the in-game period. Technic Bots 8565 with a wobble goal in the drop zone successfully for the Blue Alliance. And they're intaking some rings while they're at it. All three power shots from the Robo Bison Amistad down for the Blue Alliance. Viperbots Hyperfang having some troubles of their own. Them and their alliance partners struggling right now in the in-game period, the dying seconds of this match. As we have 5 seconds remaining. Technic bots, few more shots. And that's the match. Wow, Technic bots making great use, being very effective with their time. Okay, we're underway in the autonomous period over here in qualification match 16. I see one power shot down for the Blue Alliance by 10-0-95. Revelation. Great job from them. Their alliance partner might have placed their Wobble in Zone A successfully. Hard collisions over here on the Red Alliance between their alliance partner, between those two alliance partners. Not able to get quite communicated on that, but that's all right.
Drivers.
That's it for
pick up
auto.
your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, SJ23 Robotics, quick to take off. Looking for some rings, but there's not a lot available right now. Their alliance partner, Green Machines, also trying to get going. They're in the front of the field, searching for rings. Their intake struggling a little bit, though. It's a little jammed up right now. They're going to try to bang against the wall to get that ring loose. And back over here on the blue tower, we got 10-0-95. Revelation firing a few more rings into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. Their alliance partner next. Man, is that robot fast. You can see their intake taking in rings very quickly, and they're getting set behind the launch line. Little misfire, though. They hit the side net over there right by the blue tower. But they'll get it going here in a sec. Back over in the Red Alliance, we got SJ23 Robotics. They're right behind that launch line, but they're struggling to get it going. Oh, they get it going. One ring fires into the high goal for the Red Alliance. So we're closing in on 60 seconds remaining in this exciting 16th qualification match. Red Alliance 16, 3, 2, 4. The Green Machines also getting going over there with a ring of their own into the high goal, helping out their alliance partner. Meanwhile, we have Revelation over here, 10-0-95. They fire a few more into the high goal. Over here in the back of the field, right in front of me, intaking rings. Trying to help out their alliance partner. They're a little caught up on one, though, messing up their drive chassis. It's stuck in between their wheel. They're going to have to deal with that for the remainder of the match. And we are now in the in-game period. We can see 10-0-95 Revelation with one wobble goal for the Blue Alliance. And next, just able to get that wobble goal over the perimeter wall into the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. 2 wobble goals for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance going to try to get some wobble goals. That's SJ23 Robotics. They have the wobble goal in their grasp. Can they get it to the wall? And they just lose it. The cap of the wobble goal seems to have fallen off, and that's what they were relying on to grab. All 3 power shots over here from the Green Machines. Wow, what an effort from them. 3 power shots down for the Red Alliance, 1 for the Blue Alliance in-game. And we're going to get a final over here from one of our matches. Qualification match 15. Victory for the Blue Alliance, 305. Wow, look at that score. Really racking up points during the driver control period. Great job over there from both sides. All right, we are getting set up here for qualification match 17. Looking over at the Red Alliance, we've got Team 5670 Da Vinci Dragons Gold. And their alliance partner, Team 15048 Anti-Malware. Their opponents over at the Blue Alliance, we have Team 12977 Rust in Peace. And their alliance partner, Team 5470 Montwood Rambotics. And we're going to get another final over here. This one coming from qualification match number 16. It's going to be a victory for the Red Alliance. 169 to the Blue Alliance. It's 121. Good contest over there from those two. Not too many points deciding that one. All right, we're all set here for this match. All right, teams might be eyeing that starter stack. It is loaded up with 4 rings. Over here on the red lines, we got 15, 0, 4, 8. That's anti-malware. They fire a few rings, but they misfire. Their alliance partner going to try to fire. I see a few flying in there from them into the high goal for the red alliance. 45, 70, 54, 70, excuse me. Montwood Rambotics. They're firing, but there's no rings in their intake right now. They weren't able to get those rings from the starter stack, but they might get their wobble goal into the correct zone just as time expires.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Underway in the driver control period. Montwood Rambotics trying to get going over here. Lot of contact over here between those 3 robots. 12-9-77 was in on that contact. That's Rust in Peace. They're now in the front of the field trying to intake rings. Little jammed up there. They fire one out. They had one too many. They're firing all over the place, not able to find the mark. They can't get the rings into the mid goal. That's the one they're looking for because they're for the Red Alliance. I can see a shaft collar over here as these robots are colliding hard. I can see 3D printed panel flying off of 5470. There's carnage all over the field in this one as we have a lot of collisions taking place. Back over here, we got 5670. They're on the Red Alliance tower. They're going to stay out of the conflict. They're going to fire at that high goal for the Red Alliance. That's Montwood Rambotics. And back over here on the Blue Alliance, we have a ring getting blocked by 5470 as they're holding that wobble goal in the air. They blocked their alliance partner's ring. 5470. They're trying to fire rings, but they're a little jammed up. They're looking to get another ring, making sure they have 3 in before they start firing. They fire 2 rings into that high goal for the Red Alliance. Back over on the blue tower goal, we have collision after collision. 15-0-4-8 having a battle over there, anti-malware. And now we're in the in-game period. 5470 with a wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. Great job over there from Montwood Rambotics. And back over here, 5670 Da Vinci Dragons Gold. They get a wobble goal into the drop zone for the Red Alliance. And 5470 and 15-0-4-8 doing a little tango over there. A lot of collisions in that contest. A lot of defense being played there from those sides. And we are all randomized over here for qualification match 18. Good. All right, so over here for qualification match 18, we've got the Red Alliance 13-5-86 Adders and their alliance partner team 12-3-98 Bobcat Robotics. And their opponents over the Blue Alliance, we have team 15-2-0-5 Diamonds. And their alliance partner team 13-5-80 Tech Serpents. And we're all randomized over here. That starter stack all loaded up. 4 rings there. Gonna be looking for Zone C in this one for the wobble goal. We are now underway in the autonomous period. 12-3-98. Bobcat Robotics over there firing a few rings. Sight set on Zone C for the wobble goal, and they get it. Back over in the Blue Alliance. Both robots trying to get wobble goals into the correct zone. Just one falling in there. As we can see, 15-2-0-5 helping out the Red Alliance by firing a ring into the mid goal for them.
Drivers, pick up
Two
your
robots
controller.
making it over
3,
for the Blue Alliance, the
2,
launch line.
1.
All right, we are now underway. We got 15-2-0-5 Diamonds. They're over here in the back of the field in front of me trying to intake rings. They got 2. They are behind the launch line. They misfire on both of them, and one of them lands onto their alliance partner, causing them to have 4 rings on board, and they're having difficulty dropping it. It's hung up on their wobble goal arm. It looks like they're going to have some trouble with that. Remember, you can only have 3 rings at a time. Back over on the Red Alliance, we got 12-3-98 Bobcat Robotics. They misfire there, but that's all right. Unable to hit their mark at that high goal as we close in on a minute 20 remaining in this match. Adders, their alliance partner, going to try to help them out. They're right behind that launch line, but they misfire into the mid goal, and that mid goal is for the Blue Alliance. They're going to help them out with the viewpoints there. Bobcat Robotics gets it going over there with a ring into the high goal. Back over here on the blue tower, we've got 15-2-0-5. They're trying to get it going over there. That's Diamonds. They're in the front of the field trying to intake. How about their alliance partner? And speaking of them, Tech Serpents, they're firing from way long range. We can see 2 rings finding their way into the high goal for the Blue Alliance from them. Firing from almost the very back of the field over here. Back over there on the red tower, Bobcat Robotics, side set on in-game, looking to that wobble goal. We are now inside of the final 30 seconds of this match. In-game period has begun. Bobcat Robotics with the wobble goal in their grasp. Can they get it over the perimeter wall in time? And I think they can. They do. 1 wobble goal in the drop zone for the Red Alliance. Diamonds over there in the front of the field trying to intake rings, but now they've got their side set on the blue wobble goal. But there's only 10 seconds remaining in this match. And their alliance partner, Tech Serpents, tried to fire at those power shots, but unable to knock them down. And that's the match. The Red Alliance does manage to get a second wobble goal over the perimeter wall into the drop zone just as time expired and in-game. All right, getting set over here for qualification match number 19. We've got 13-0-72 Fellowship of the Robot. And their alliance partner, team 15-0-77, the Iron Patriots. And their opponents, we have the Blue Alliance, made up of team 18-6-92, the Eisenhower Robotics team. And their alliance partner, team 8886 Saber Robotics. all randomized over here for this match. One ring in the starter stack, looking for Zone B on this one. All right, quick to take off. We have 2 robots for the Red Alliance, 1 robot for the Blue Alliance. Fellowship of the Robot, sights set on those power shots. I see 1 down. I see 2 down. Can they get a third? They have a hard collision with their alliance partner. They're not going to get that third one. 1 Wobble Goal finding its way to Zone B. Back over the Blue Alliance. We have 8886 getting involved a little late here, but getting involved nonetheless. 1 ring into the high goal for the Blue Alliance from Saber Robotics, and their alliance partner places a Wobble Goal.
Drivers, pick up your
Close
controller.
contest after that autonomous.
3, 2, 1.
Now underway in the teleop period. Teams fighting hard. I see a lot of collisions over there. Some friendly fire and some from different alliances. Iron Patriots colliding hard with Saber Robotics. And the Eisenhower Robotics team also was in on that collision. They managed to collect a few rings. Now going to make their way over to the launch line. Fellowship of the Robot over here on the red tower. Staying out of everyone's way. 1, 2, 3 rings in there for Fellowship of the Robot for the Red Alliance. Those rings find their way into that high goal. Back over the Blue Alliance. We have 3 robots. Saber Robotics over in the corner. They're going to try to collect more rings before they get behind the launch line. And Eisenhower Robotics team right behind the launch line, but they haven't been able to fire those rings. 8886 Saber Robotics with a couple rings into the high goal for the Blue Alliance. Close match so far. A minute remaining in this match. Fellowship of the Robot over there on the red tower. Gonna try to get it going over here. They're firing from the side of the field. They're ready to shoot right behind that launch line. Can they get it? All 3 of those rings hit the backboard and rim out. Not hitting the mark there for the Red Alliance. Back over in the blue tower, we got 3 robots here. 8886 Saber Robotics. Firing ring after ring into that high goal. Their alliance partner, Eisenhower Robotics team, over here on the red tower, trying to intake some rings. And we got Iron Patriots over there. They're trying to collect their Wobble Goal. And they now have the Wobble Goal in their grasp. Iron Patriots making their way. Oh, but they lose it as they try to navigate over to the back wall. But Saber Robotics has it, and they're going to get that Wobble Goal into the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. Fellowship of the Robot with 2 power shots down in-game. 1 power shot down for the Blue Alliance. 2 power shots down from Saber Robotics. Eisenhower Robotics team with a second Wobble Goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance, and that's the match. All right, we're underway here in this match. We got match 20 over here. I see Viperbots Hyperfang in the front of the field over there, dropping their Wobble Goal in Zone C. Back over in the Red Alliance, I see Robo Sapiens with 2 power shots down for the Red Alliance. Their alliance partner, 4894, also trying to help them out. That's Westerner Robotics. They managed to get a ring into the high goal. Town Manifesto over here, a little late, but they're going to try to get that Wobble Goal.
Drivers,
And
pick up your
just
controller.
missing
3,
Zone C for the Wobble
2,
Goal for Town Manifesto.
1.
All right, we are underway in the driver control teleop period. Robo Sapiens over here in the back of the field, right in front of me. They're collecting rings, and they are going to the launch line. 1 ring, 2 rings, and they get 2 in there in the high goal for the Red Alliance. Back over to the blue side of the field, we got Town Manifesto over here in the back of the field, trying to help all their alliance partners. They're right behind the launch line. They're going to fire. 2 rings find their way into the high goal for the blue tower from Town Manifesto, and Viperbots Hyperfang also going to try to line up behind the launch line to fire some rings. I see 2 that fly in there for them for the Blue Alliance. Over on the red tower, we've got Robo Sapiens over there firing a few more rings into the high goal for the Red Alliance, and 48.94, their alliance partner, Westerner Robotics. They're in the front of the field, but there are no rings in the front of the field. They're in high demand, and human players are trying to get them out as quick as possible. Minute remaining in this match. Western Robotics fires a ring into the high goal for the Red Alliance. Town Manifesto in the front of the field over there. They're coming right behind the launch line. A little contact between them and Viperbots Hyperfang, but that's okay. Viperbots Hyperfang, all three rings make it into the mid goal for the Red Alliance. They weren't trying to do that. Give the Red Alliance a little helping hand over there. Town Manifesto over here. They're circling. They're trying to find a ring. Back over on the red tower, we got the Robo Sapiens. Closing in on the in-game period. We are now in-game. We got Westerner Robotics trying to grab the wobble goal. Their alliance partner, Robo Sapiens, gets the wobble goal into the drop zone for the Red Alliance. Viperbots Hyperfang, they have their wobble goal, but they've gone dead. They're trying to get it going here as we have 15 seconds remaining in this match. Can they get it over the perimeter wall in time? 48.94, Westerner Robotics, they have their second wobble goal, and they are trying to release it, and they do manage to get rid of it. And that's the match. And we're going to get a final over here from qualification match 17. Victory for the Blue Alliance, 149-98. They'll pick up the win there. And we're getting another final over here from qualification match 18. Victory for the Red Alliance, 114-81. And one more final over here. This one going for the Blue Alliance from qualification match 19. Victory for them, 190-167. All right, we're randomized here for match 21. No rings in the starter stack. Looking for zone A on this one for the wobble goal. Underway in the autonomous period over here for qualification match 21. We have 10-0-95. Revelation might be aiming at those power shots. They get one down for the Red Alliance. Oh, but the Blue Alliance is trying to fire power shots, but they hit their power shot and it bounces off of the resetting bar, and it does not count if it bounces back. So that power shot will not count for them. Their alliance partner does, they do manage to get that wobble goal into zone A successfully.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, now we're underway in the teleop driver control period. We've got the Brainiac Maniacs in the front of the field. I've seen them do this strategy before. They try to power rings into that low goal. Remember, you can be wherever you need to be for that low goal. You do not have to be behind the launch line to fire rings in there. Back over in the Red Alliance, we have Revelation. They're firing rings. One makes it in. Just one getting into the high goal for the Red Alliance. We got their alliance partner, the Robo Bison Amistad, trying to find rings, but they are in high demand in the front of the field over there. Brainiac Maniacs has a few rings. They're making their way towards that low goal for the Blue Alliance. And their alliance partner, Team 12-4-5-3, they're also trying to score rings into the blue tower goal. That's Phoenix. I saw one ring fly into that high goal for the Blue Alliance from them. Great effort from them. The Robo Bison Amistad, they're over here firing ring after ring. I see two fly into the high goal for the Red Alliance, closing in on 60 seconds remaining in this 21st qualification match. 10-0-95, Revelation also firing more rings into the high goal for the Red Alliance. 2 more find their way there. And over here on the Blue Alliance side of the field, we've got 12-4-5-3, Phoenix. They were behind the launch line. I saw them fire 1 ring into the high goal. Their alliance partner, the Brainiac Maniacs, trying to get some rings into the low goal. They're trying desperately to get their shooter going. I saw 1 fall into the low goal for them. We're closing in on in-game period. And we are now in the in-game period. 10-0-95, Revelation reaching their arm over the perimeter wall, and they get the wobble goal into the drop zone. But Phoenix also gets a wobble goal into the drop zone, and the Brainiac Maniacs answer with another wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. The Robo Bison, Amistad, they get the second wobble goal in there for the Red Alliance. The Blue Alliance and the Red Alliance matching each other perfectly during in-game. 1 power shot apiece. Who's going to pull ahead here in-game? Another power shot down for the Red Alliance. And that's the match. All right, we're getting set over here for qualification match number 2 over the Red Alliance. We have Team 13-108, Killer Queens. And real quick, we're going to get a final score here. Victory for the Blue Alliance in a really close contest from match 20, 235 to 222. Great job from both sides in a really close match. Back over here for qualification match number 22. Over in the Red Alliance, we have Team 13-108, Killer Queens, and their alliance partner, Team 13-266, Droid Rage. Their opponents over in the Blue Alliance, we have Team 5670, Da Vinci Dragons Gold, and their alliance partner, Team 13-457, the Breadbots. We're all randomized over here for match 22. See 1 ring on that starter stack. That means we're looking for Zone B on this one. Now underway in the autonomous period, Droid Rage, quick to take off. 1, 2, 3 rings finding their way to the high goal for the Red Alliance. We got 2 robots in action over on the Blue Alliance side of the field. I see 1 wobble goal makes its way to Zone B. And 5670 trying to fire some rings of their own into the tower goal. They place their wobble goal. It goes in Zone A. That's not the zone we're looking for. We're looking for Zone B on this one. But they will make it over the launch line just as time expires.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, Droid Rage quick to take off. And now we have Killer Queens going to get in on the action. They're going to grab that wobble goal and try to make sure they're ready for in-game when it comes. Back over on the blue tower, we've got Da Vinci Dragons Gold. 1 ring, 2 rings into the high goal for the Blue Alliance from Da Vinci Dragons Gold. And their alliance partner, the Breadbots, also trying to make their way towards the launch line. But Killer Queen's going to give them some trouble because they're for the Red Alliance, but they're over on the Blue Alliance tower, probably aiming at that mid goal and trying to wreak some havoc for the Blue Alliance, play a little defense. Da Vinci Dragons Gold launching a few more rings into that high goal. And look at Droid Rage just pushing robots out of the way. Droid Rage hitting the Killer Queens over and over again. Little friendly fire there. And we have Droid Rage in the front of the field, trying to intake some more rings. We'll check up on them in a bit. Back over here, we have 2 robots firing at the blue tower goal. And we're closing in on 50 seconds remaining. 5670, Da Vinci Dragons Gold. Navigating around the field, getting behind the launch line. And 13-108 might have gone dead in this one. That's the Killer Queens. I haven't seen them move in a bit. They're causing a little trouble for the Blue Alliance partner, even though they're dead. And we are now in the in-game period. I see Da Vinci Dragons Gold with their wobble goal in their grasp, but they misfire and it does not make it over the perimeter wall. Droid Rage with the wobble goal in their grasp makes it over the perimeter wall into the drop zone. Da Vinci Dragons Gold recovering that wobble goal that they dropped initially and getting it into the drop zone. Killer Queens now going and they're going to help their alliance partner. I see one power shot down for the Red Alliance, a second wobble goal down for Da Vinci Dragon's Gold for the Blue Alliance, 2 wobble goals in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. And that's the match. Killer Queens not giving up. They come to life very late, but they knock down a power shot for their alliance. Okay, over here for qualification match 23, we have the Red Alliance made up of team 12-885, Golden Gears and their alliance partner, team 16-174, SJ23 Robotics. Over in the Blue Alliance, we have team 13-580, Tech Serpents, and their alliance partner, team 90-10, Robotic Rangers.
Hey, Dylan.
All right. And it looks like both teams on the Red Alliance are on the Blue Alliance are both shooting for that high goal. They have about
All right, we got SJ23 Robotics quick to take off over here for the Red Alliance. And for the Blue Alliance, we have 90-10 placing their wobble goal precisely in Zone A. That's the one we're looking for. And they fire one ring at the power shot for the Blue Alliance. Oh, and now Golden Gear is going to get involved. Little late here, but they're gonna get involved, try to help out their alliance partner, but instead they're gonna help out the Blue Alliance by firing a few rings into the mid goal for them, but they're gonna get over the launch line in time.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And we are now underway in the driver control period. 13-5-80, trying to help out their alliance partner now. That's the Tech Serpents. They're over here in the back of the field in front of me, shooting from long range. I saw one ring fire in them, and their alliance partner probably not trying to play defense on their own partner, but that's okay. They managed to block one of their alliance partner's rings by accident, but it's okay because the Robotic Rangers get it going with a couple of rings in the high goal over there for the Blue Alliance. Back over on the Red Alliance side, we have Golden Gears. They're in the back of the field intaking rings. Are they a little jammed up? They're trying to get some rings, but there's a lot of contact between them and the Robotic Rangers. Meanwhile, their alliance partner, SJ23 Robotics, over there on the blue tower, intaking rings right in front of the field. And 13-5-80, man, they fire from long range. Couple more rings find their way into the high goal from the Tech Serpents for the Blue Alliance. Great effort from them as we're closing in on 60 seconds remaining in this 23rd qualification match. Golden Gears over here in front of me, little caught up on some rings, giving their drive chassis some problems. SJ23 Robotics over here in the front of the launch line. I see 2 rings flying into the high goal, 3 rings flying into the high goal for the Red Alliance from SJ23 Robotics. 90-10 Robotic Rangers with that big defense wall. They're right behind the launch line, misfiring on 1 ring, but they get 2 to fall in the high goal for the Blue Alliance. And we're closing in on in-game period, nearing 32 seconds remaining. And we are now in-game 90-10. Robotic Rangers quick to take off towards the perimeter wall, but they dropped their wobble goal. Think that was intentional, though. Don't think that wobble goal was going to count. And the Golden Gears over here, they are right by the perimeter wall trying to release their wobble goal, and they get it over the perimeter into the drop zone successfully. And 13-5-80, Tech Serpents getting their wobble goal in the drop zone. And that's the match. Great contest from those two. Okay, we're getting set over here for our qualification match number 24 on the Red Alliance. We have team 5470 Montwood Robotics. And their alliance partner, team 13072 Fellowship of the Robot. Their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have Team 7172 Technical Difficulties and their alliance partner, Team 18097 Twin Turbo. And real quick, we're going to get a final for match 21. Victory for the Red Alliance, 161 to 110. A great contest there. One more time, we're going to get another final from qualification match 22. Victory for the Red Alliance, 231 in a great performance, really racking up points during the driver control period there. Getting victory over the Blue Alliance in that match. Some clarification from our previous match that took place over here to my left. We saw the Robotic Rangers intentionally drop their wobble goal before they got to the perimeter wall. If the wobble goal is not on the other side of the launch line prior to in-game, it will not count during in-game. So we saw them dropping their wobble goal. They realized it was not going to count, so they didn't want to waste their time. Very smart from them being alert. And we are now underway in the assignment period. Fellowship of the Robot quick to take off right in front of the field. And they launch a ring right at that power shot, making sure it falls down. 2 power shots down with 1 ring, just like they drew it up. Over for the Red Alliance and back over on the Blue Alliance. We got the blue side. 7172 technical difficulties trying to intake from that starter stack, but they misfire at the power shots. Will they fire at that tower goal? I don't think they're going to try to do that. They're going to try to grab their alliance partner's wobble goal and get it into the correct zone.
Driver,
Really impressive
pick
from
up your
technical difficulties,
controller.
getting 2 wobble goals
3,
into zone C just as time
2,
expires.
1.
We are now underway in the driver control period. I see Twin Turbos right here now going to get involved. 7172, they're right behind the launch line, but they are blocked by Fellowship of the Robot. And now Twin Turbos fires, but they are blocked by their own alliance partner, 7172, technical difficulties. Back over on the red side, we got 5470 Montwood Rambotics. They're right behind the launch line, getting it going over here with 1 ring into the high goal for the Red Alliance, and Fellowship of the Robot right behind them. Gonna try to fire. They misfire, but it hits the low goal. Don't think they were trying to do that, but it'll count for points nonetheless. And they managed to hit 2 rings into the low goal for the Red Alliance. Back over here, Twin Turbo firing a few more rings into the blue tower goal, helping out their alliance partner. And 7172, technical difficulties over there in the front of the field. They're making their way towards the launch line. 1 ring finds its way into the high goal. They misfire that second one, but that's all right. Fellowship of the Robot is over here in the middle of the field trying to collect these rings, but there's a mess over here. Technical difficulties, misfires on a ring. They misfire on their second ring as well, unable to find the mark on that high goal. Back over in the red tower goal, we have 5470 Montwood Rambotics. 1, 2, 3 rings find their way into the high goal from Montwood Rambotics, and their alliance partner Fellowship of the Robot going to try to do the same. Looks like they're getting ready for in-game, which is now underway. 1 ring finds its way into the high goal from the Fellowship of the Robot. I see 7172 technical difficulties grabbing their wobble goal, but they drop it as they're trying to grab it. And Montwood Rambotics with a wobble goal for the Red Alliance in the drop zone. And wow, look at that. All 3 power shots falling for the Red Alliance. Great effort over there. Technical difficulties scrambling to get that wobble goal into the drop zone. Can they do it? Their arms trying, and it gets into the drop zone successfully for the Blue Alliance. And a great effort from those 2 sides. 2 wobble goals find their way to the drop zone for the Red Alliance. Okay, we are now getting set over here on this field for qualification match 25. Over on the Red Alliance, we have team 14786 next. And their alliance partner team 8565, the Technic Bots. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 5911, Mean Green Machine. And their alliance partner, team 15205, Diamonds. And we're getting a final over here from qualification match 23. Victory for the Blue Alliance, 172-93. Great job from those sides. Congrats on the Blue Alliance for picking up a win there. Give us a few minutes. We're still getting set here for qualification match 25. Just give us a few minutes while we get set. All right, I think we got Diamonds over here going to compete in a handicap match, it looks like. The Mean Green Machine has their representative, but there will just be one robot on the Blue Alliance. We are all randomized here for qualification match 25. That starter stack all loaded up with 4 rings. Looking for zone C on this one. We are now underway in the autonomous period. The Technic box over for the Red Alliance, quick to take off, firing from long range. 3 rings find their way into the high goal. I see 1 ring, 2 rings. They intake all 4 rings from the starter stack and have fired a total of 6 into the high goal. Little misfire on the wobble goal. They don't quite get it into zone C. Not sure if either of those are going to count. Wow, incredible autonomous from Technic Box.
Driver, pick up your
7 rings in the
controller.
high goal.
3, 2, 1.
Those 2 wobble goals from the Red Alliance aren't going to count, by the way. They are not quite completely in zone C, so those are not counting for points during the auto. And Diamonds trying to get going over here, but they're having some trouble. And that's why you're seeing two robots driving on the field. Those are both for the Blue Alliance. That's next, and that's the Technic bots over there. The Technic bots with that fantastic autonomous period, trying to get right next to their alliance partner behind the launch line. Next fired a few rings into the high goal over there for the Red Alliance. And Diamonds is now going to get going over here for the Blue Alliance. They got some ground to make up, but they can do it. I see one ring for them fly into the high goal for the Blue Alliance, and we have next over here with two rings into the high goal for the Red Alliance, one finding its way to the mid goal for the Blue Alliance. 85-65, Technic bots misfires into the side netting, and then another misfire, and a third misfire from them, not able to get any of their rings into the tower goal for the Red Alliance. Diamonds over here right behind the launch line for the Blue Alliance. They misfire, it hits the back panel as they were aiming at that high goal. Back over here, we have next. They're right behind the launch line. I see two rings fly from them, but they misfire as well, hitting the sideboard of the high goal. Technic bots, another misfire from them. And the Red Alliance is doing a lot of shooting, but they're trying to find that high goal. Having a little bit of trouble there. Now in the in-game period. Final 30 seconds of this match. Next is over there, trying to navigate towards the perimeter wall. Diamonds lost a part on their claw that helps them intake rings. It is lying on the field now from a collision they had earlier. And Technic bots and next, both simultaneously placing their wobble goals. And Diamonds is going to get that wobble goal over the perimeter wall just in time. And they could not have timed that release more perfectly as they release right as time expires. We're getting a final over here from qualification match 24. It's a victory for the Red Alliance. Nice score from them. 234 to the Blue Alliance's 119. They pick up the victory there. And a great effort from the blue side. We're getting set over here for qualification match number 26. We've got on the Red Alliance team 12-3-24 Green Machines. And their alliance partner team 12-4-4-8 Mars from Patriot Engineering. And their opponents over on the Blue Alliance, we have team 13-7-0-4 Light Horse Robotics. And their last partner team 12-9-77 Rust in Peace. Autonomous period. I see Green Machines moving towards the launch line ever so precisely. They hit one power shot, two power shots for the Red Alliance, all three power shots for the Red Alliance, while over on the Blue Alliance we have 13-7-0-4 Light Horse Robotics placing their wobble goal in Zone B successfully. Green Machines matches them with a wobble goal of their own in Zone B. Wow, nearly perfect auto from these guys over here. Green Machines on the Red Alliance.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
12-9,
3,
7,
2,
tried to get their wobble
1.
in time. Not quite able to do so, but that's okay. We are now underway in the teleop period. Rust in Peace now trying to get in on the action. Little jammed up. Nope, they get it going. 1, 2, 3 rings find their way to the high goal for the Red Alliance from Rust in Peace. Back over to the blue side. We got Light Horse Robotics. And 13-7-0-4 fires a few rings, but they misfire a few. That was from Light Horse Robotics. And back over there on the Red Alliance, we have Mars. They're right behind the launch line. Can they fire into that high goal? Little misfire there. They hit the side of the high goal, not quite hitting their mark. And back over here on the blue tower, 13704, Light Horse Robotics nonstop firing at that high goal for the Blue Alliance. And 12977 now going to help out their alliance partner, Rest in Peace, right behind the launch line. 1, 2, 3 rings find their way to the high goal. And 1, 2, 3 rings from Light Horse Robotics for the Blue Alliance. Back over the Red Alliance. Green Machines in the front of the field, intaking rings, trying to help out their alliance partner. And speaking of them, they're over right behind the launch line. That's Mars. Green Machine with 1 ring, 2, 3 rings find their way to the high goal from Green Machines. And Mars over here right behind the launch line, misfiring on a couple rings as they were aiming at the high goal for the Red Alliance, closing in on 35 seconds remaining in this match and nearing the in-game period. Teams are scrambling to fire some more rings. 13704 Light Horse Robotics fired a few into the high goal before rushing to get the wobble goal. Their alliance partner focused on the wobble goal. They have it, and they drop it successfully. Rest in Peace doing a great job to help out their alliance partner. And I can see over here, we got Mars dropping a wobble goal with authority into the drop zone for the Red Alliance. But Light Horse Robotics responds with a second wobble goal for the Blue Alliance. 5 seconds remaining. 2 power shots down for the Red Alliance from Green Machines. That's the match over there. A great contest over there from match 26. We're getting set over here for match 27. Wait, real quick, we're going to get a final from qualification match 25. It's a victory for the Red Alliance, 232. Great performance from them to the Blue Alliance's 30. A lot of points there during the driver control. All right, back over here to this field. We're getting set for match 27. Over in the Red Alliance, we got Team 16617 Nazareth Robotics and their alliance partner team 12398 Bobcat Robotics. Their opponents over in the Blue Alliance, we have team 17977 Omni Future and their alliance partner team 18692, the Eisenhower Robotics team.
You know we're stopping at 28, right? Like, for now.
And we have no rings in the starter stack for qualification match 27. That means we're going to be looking for zone A on this one, the one that intersects with the launch line. That front zone is what you want for the wobble goal. And we are now underway in the autonomous period. Nazareth Robotics dropping their wobble goal into zone A successfully. And over on the Blue Alliance, I can see the Eisenhower Robotics team set. They fired 1 ring at the power shot. They knocked it down, unable to fire the rest, and not quite getting that wobble goal into zone A. Back over in the Red Alliance, only one of those wobble goals will count. The other is not completely in the zone.
Driver,
robots for the Red
pick
Alliance,
up
able to
your
get over the launch line,
controller.
1 for the Blue Alliance, able to
3,
get over the launch line.
2, 1.
All right, we got a close one after the autonomous period, and now we're going to get the teleop period underway as 1797 Omni Future tried to place their ring into the low goal as they've been doing all day. It's a great strategy. You can get as close as you need to for that low goal. And back over onto the red tower. They're trying to fire ring after ring into the high goal. 1 manages to make it in. That's Bobcat Robotics that was firing at that high goal. Their alliance partner, Nazareth Robotics, taking their place, trying to fire some more rings to help them out. Back over here on the blue tower, we have Eisenhower Robotics, 18692. They're a little jammed up there. They got a ring stuck in their intake, and they can't seem to get that shooter going. Having a lot of trouble there. And we can see over here, 17977 got a lot of rings stuck inside of their robot. As the human player was introducing them, they were getting ring after ring piled into them. Back over here, over on the Red Alliance, Nazareth Robotics just continuing their consistency at firing into the high goal. They misfire on that one, but that's all right. They've been hitting that high goal a lot today. Their alliance partner, Bobcat Robotics, 1 ring into the high goal for them. Back over here, we got Eisenhower Robotics team. They're still dealing with that ring that's jammed up in their intake, giving them some difficulty here as we're closing in on 35 seconds remaining in this match. And now we are in the in-game period. The Red Alliance takes a firm grasp on their wobble goal. Bobcat Robotics with 1 wobble goal in their grasp. Can they get it over the perimeter wall? Yes, they can. 1 wobble goal for the drop zone. Eisenhower Robotics team with 1 wobble goal in the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. Put back from the Red Alliance. Nazareth Robotics helping out with another wobble goal. 1 power shot down for the Blue Alliance. Bobcat Robotics trying to fire at that power shot in the last seconds. All right, we're going to get a final real quick from qualification match 26 victory for the Blue Alliance. Really close match there, 249 to 223. And real quick, we do have a special announcement. Base Systems is sponsoring a virtual CAD camp for First Tech Challenge and First Robotics, where teams can win up to $1,500 in a team grant for the 2021-2022 season. First prize will get the $1,500, second $1,000, and third $500. That's to the first 20 teams that can go to Pit Admin and get signed up there. If you can scan the QR code there in Pit Admin. We're already underway here in match 28. A lot of action during auto. I see Viperbots Arabaros and their alliance partner Droid Rage. I think they're just going to get 1 wobble goal in there. Second one kind of sticking out, I think. 5 seconds remaining in auto. Everybody going to patiently wait for teleop.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Anti-malware now going to get involved. A hard collision there causes a team marker to fall off. Looks like a Blue Alliance team marker. Anti-malware now trying to get involved there in the front of the field, fighting hard with Droid Rage from the Blue Alliance. As there is a lot of robot contact there in the front of the field. And 13, 5, 80, 86 adders over here in the back of the field right in front of me trying to intake some rings, trying to get it going. The rings have rolled all the way to the back of the field, and Anti-Malware going to try to help them out as well. Viperbots Arabaros over there in the front of the field, intaking some more rings for the Blue Alliance, and Droid Rage over here for the Blue Alliance with a hard collision with their alliance partner and Anti-Malware. Anti-Malware and Droid Rage firing rings nonstop, and a ring slides under the bleachers. They're firing the wrong way over here. Minute 10 remaining, and there is a lot of robot contact. Beast robots will not stop colliding. Back over here, Adders saying, I'm not going to get involved in that. I'm going to stay back here and take rings. They're over here right behind the launch line. They're going to fire a ring, but their launcher was not fired up to speed, and they didn't quite get that one to launch far enough. Droid Rage and Anti-Malware continuing their personal battle over here as they collide over and over again. Viperbots Arabaros 45-45 going to get in on the action. They're in the front of the field now. They're behind the launch line. Getting set to fire one ring, 2 rings. Neither of them hitting their target as they fire them, closing in on 32 seconds remaining in this match. We are now in the in-game period. 13-5-88 with some long-range firing. They misfire. I think they hit a blue power shot, and it's knocked down during the in-game period. Viperbots Arabaros 45-45 getting their wobble goal into the drop zone for the Blue Alliance. Droid Rage having some trouble getting past Anti-Malware, but they managed to get that wobble goal into the drop zone for the Blue Alliance from Droid Rage. Adders trying to get their wobble goal, but I don't think they're going to get it. And that's the match. And with that, that is our final match for this evening for the Armadillo division. When we pick up match play tomorrow, we will resume with match 29. But that's all for today. And we're going to get a final from one of our matches. Match 27, victory for the Red Alliance, 151 to 111. A great effort from both sides. Red Alliance picking up a big win there from match 27. We're still getting things finalized over here from match 28. We'll be sure and get you that final real quick before you head out.
They're picking up some more rings and shooting for that high goal.
Start tomorrow at 8 a.m.
All right, just a heads up for everybody coming back to see us tomorrow. We'll be right here in the Armadillo division. Match play will resume at 8 a.m. So be here bright and early. I will, and you should too. All right, give us a few seconds. Our referees are still making sure that score is finalized before they submit. We'll get you that score in a sec before you take off. our last match. Victory for the Blue Alliance. You can see several penalties there for the Red Alliance. That's why they ended up with the 0 there. And with that, we are done for today, and we will see everyone tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp.
Intelligence lights up our world through computing that empowers us, discovers form in the data chaos, illuminates the way forward, sparking ideas, expanding human horizons, changing our notion of what's possible. At ARM, we think about advancing intelligence everywhere. Brilliant people, brilliant partners. The power of specialized processing, sparking the world's potential. Touching over 70% of the world's population. Technology with unmatched performance to fuel the future. As the world's computing platform, ARM offers the stability and consistency that enables our partners to shine through the specialized processing they deliver. The biggest names at global scale to the next generation of startups. In every corner of the world, in every industry, wherever compute happens. Sensor to smartphone, virtual reality to virtually miraculous. Intelligent computing burning bright. In more than 180 billion ARM-based devices and over 1,000 partners. We're only getting started. Soon every piece of digital data will flow through an ARM-based device somewhere, securely, sustainably, efficiently, making the future brighter for everyone. ARM, sparking the world's potential.